Assalamualaikum everyone. I'm Sara Mirza from University of Sindh, and this assignment or this presentation is assigned by Dr. Professor Amjad Ali Arain, and my presentation topic is concept of classroom assessment or what is classroom assessment. Concept of classroom assessment has these subtopics, and these are the outcomes of this presentation. Now here we take the start. Measurement, assessment and evaluation. In education, measurement is defined as the process of quantifying individual achievement, personality, attitude, habits and skills. It's the main point of this definition is quantifying the individual's achievement or anything, like it could be performance or attitude or skills, etc. While assessment is the ongoing process of establishing clear, measurable, expected outcomes of student learning. It's an ongoing process of assessing someone, of judging someone's skill, performance, personalities, etc. And now here we have evaluation. Evaluation is defined as the overall judgment of performance of any individual. Overall judgment, or we could say that measurement and assessment makes evaluation. Like we can see in this slide, the circle of evaluation has both assessment and measurement in it. So the addition of assessment and measurement can be called as the evaluation. And the next slide is the differentiate between assessment and evaluation. Assessment is formative, ongoing to improve learning. It's an formative process and it's ongoing process to improve learning, while evaluation is summative, it's at the final and to gauge clarity. Second one is process oriented, how learning is going. It's a continuous process and it's still how learning is going. And in evaluation, that what's been learned. It's about the past, that what's been learned or what's have been taught before. Last one is in assessment diagnostic, identify areas for improvement. We can it's an ongoing process, so we can find our weaknesses and we can overcome these weaknesses on the next time. While in the evaluation, it's judgmental, arrived at the arrived at an overall guide, grade or score. Now here we have purpose of assessment for a student, for teachers, for parents and for system or community. First we have for a student. The purpose of assessment is to improve learning and teaching process, help students achieve the higher standards they can, provide meaningful report on students' achievement. This was for the student. Now here we come for the teacher. That for to inform teaching and learning, and the last one is to know the set objectives have been achieved or not. And now here it comes in society for parents. Parents and family can be kept informed of the progress being made by the child, and so that they can actively participate in their children's learning. Purpose of assessment for community. School leaders can use this for school planning, to support their teachers and to determine professional development needs. Trustees. Assessment is also can be used for trustees to inform them about progress of the school and what the school needs and what the resources the school or the university needs. The last one is the education office review can use assessment information to inform their advice for school improvement. General principles of assessment. Here we have general principles of assessment. First one is assessment should be valid, reliable, and consistent. These three terms are the very important terms we could say. Now, second point is information you about assessment should be explicit, accessible, and transparent. What we mean with transparent? Transparent means clear and no favoritism in assessing someone or in assessing as in assessment. Third point is assessment should be inclusive and equitable. Inclusive and equitable. So it means to include all the students of the class, and equitable we could say that it would be equally it would be we can say that it includes all of the class. Now the fourth point is assessment should be aligned to aims and learning objectives or outcomes. Formative and summative assessment should be included in each program. Timely feedback that provides learning and facilitates improvement should be an integral part of the assessment process. Staff development policy and strategies should include assessment so that they could overcome the weakness of their policy or strategy they were using. The last point is the amount of assessed work should be manageable. It shouldn't be so much or too less. It should be manageable or average. Effective assessment practices, or we can say that practices that makes assessment effective. First one is remember the effect of assessment on student learning behaviors and outcomes. Align this course assessment with the learning outcomes and curriculum. It's very necessary to align the learning outcomes with the objectives of assessment, because what we have taught and what the students have learned, we need to assess that thing, and we need to align assessment objectives with learning outcomes. Prepare students for assessment by providing formative tasks and explaining the structure of the assessment for their courses. So they would be well prepared and they would be get assessed very well. And fourth point is design quality assessment tasks and items. Review assessment data. Understand how to set standards and grade cutoffs. Standards and grade cutoffs. What are these? Standards are like A grade, B grade, C grade. A grade are for the best one, B grade are for the average, and C grade are less from that. And the grade cutoffs, it means a minimum marks as minimum passing marks a student can get. Give feedback to students so they could improve their weak points and make assessment as transparent as possible. So the students would be the student would be very motivated to the assessment that our assessment should be our assessment would be transparent, would be clear, and it would be no favoritism or politics in our assessment. Now this was the last one, and thank you.